Do you want to make money on Amazon KDP, but you're not interested in writing books or making low quality content? I'll break it all down for you, what the website name is, how to sign up, how to get paid, and all the details you need to know to get started. Let's get right into it. The website is called ACX. They work with big companies like Audible, Amazon, and iTunes to turn ebooks into audiobooks. Audiobooks are becoming more and more popular, especially on Amazon KDP, so there's a huge demand for what I'm going to show you. Now here's where you come in. You'll become a voice actor or narrator for these audiobooks. All you have to do is find a book that fits your voice and tone, then you'll record some samples and send them to the author. Even if you don't have any experience doing this, ACX will provide you with training. Here it says we're here to help, learn how to improve your skills by watching our video lessons and tutorials. So they actually have what's called the ACX University, and they'll train you through that. Also, the link to the website is in the description if you want to check this out and get more information. Now, you'll have to audition for the books you're interested in narrating, and I'll get into that in just a minute. So here it says by accepting an offer on ACX, you commit to not just a rough recording of the narration, but to delivering a fully finished audiobook that complies with our audiobook submission requirements, which I'll show you later. So you'll audition for the books that interest you, and once you've been selected for a project, you'll need to create a rough draft of the audiobook and submit it for review. Then once you get feedback, you'll have to make a fully finished version of the audiobook, and that is just to make sure you meet all the author's requirements in terms of tone, pacing, and overall quality. Again, ACX offers training for both beginners and professionals through their ACX University, which includes informative videos and tutorials. They'll help you better your skills and improve your performance to make sure you make high quality audiobooks that meet the author's requirements. Another cool thing about ACX is they have an opportunity to earn some affiliate money. It says earn up to $75 with the Bounty Referral Program. Now let's talk about how you can find books to audition for on ACX. Right now there are over 700 titles that are accepting auditions. You can browse through those titles and use the category side on the left to narrow down your search and find the perfect book for you. And you can filter the results by different genres, gender, compensation, and more. For example, you can select categories like romance, mystery, science fiction, or nonfiction and choose between male or female narrators. There are over 60 pages of titles to choose from, so there's a lot of demand here for this service, and I'm sure you'll find a book that'll suit your style, voice, gender, etc. So let me walk you through finding a book now. Start by choosing the gender you are, so I'll use the male filter here to find a good fit for myself. Next, you want to make sure that your tone and voice age matches what the author wants, so I'll add a voice age filter here to narrow it down even more, and I'll now choose adult and young adult here, but if your voice sounds young or middle-aged, you can choose that as well. Now that we have narrowed down our search, it'll be much easier to find the right fit. So let's click on the Overcoming Chronic Stress book. So the estimated time to read the book here is 3.8 hours, and they'll pay $50 to $100 per hour. If that's not enough for you, you can also use the filter to find higher paying books of $200 to $400 per hour, or even $400 to $1,000 per hour, but you probably won't have that many choices of books at that range. Keep in mind that you don't have to complete the narration all at once. You can start and stop as needed, and we'll talk more about that later. Another important thing is to check the required accent for the book. Sometimes it might have a specific requirement, so scroll down on the page to make sure it doesn't have some specific requirement. It's also important to make sure the book you choose aligns with your personal values and styles. So I recommend checking out the Amazon book link if it's available and reading the reviews to get a better understanding of the book. This one doesn't have any reviews, but a lot of the time they will. This will help you save time and only audition for books you have a high chance of getting accepted for, and books that you'll actually enjoy narrating. Another filter, by the way, is project length. So let's say you just want a small project, so we'll choose under 3 hours here. If you want a longer project, you can choose the other options, of course. So let's click in the zone book here. So the estimated length for this is just an hour, and they're paying $50 to $100 per hour for it. So this can be quick and easy money. And if you go down here, the accent is Black or African and not the standard American, so that's why you want to make sure to double check the accents for these books. And let's also look at this one, Dirty Bombs, which has an estimated length of 2.4 hours and a pay of $50 to $100 per hour. So that means you'll get paid up to $100 for every finished hour you deliver. So from the time you start to the time that you stop recording, that's what you'll get paid for, not for pre-reading the book or preparing for the project or setting up, just for the finished work that you deliver by the hour. Now let's look at the higher paying books like I talked about earlier. Let's go over an example of an author paying up to $400 per hour. So let's click the compensation filter and select $200 to $400 and $400 to $1,000. Birth of a Villain sounds cool. So as you can see here, the author will pay up to $1,000 for every hour. This length is 9 hours, so it's a big contract, but that is thousands of dollars you can make. That's almost $10,000 on the higher end for one book. Again, any prep work and the preparation for the project does not count towards paid hours. Also, if you wanted to check the reviews, we would check here and see that it has pretty good reviews, so this one might be really good. Let's break down the different types of pay structure here now. There are 3 options for payment: royalty share plus, or to get paid per finished working hour. The author will choose how to pay you. Some will have all 3 available while others only one. You'll be able to see by the project budget which are available for that book. This one has all three available. So paid per finished hour is simple. You get paid for the work you submit and then you're done. Royalty shares are different. If you choose the royalty share option, you'll earn a percentage of every sale the audiobook generates since the author is profiting off your voice. The amount you earn will depend on how well the audiobook sells. So if it sells well, this can be very lucrative, but if it doesn't sell well, then you won't make much. Now, let me tell you what to look for when deciding between getting paid by the hour or royalties. If the book is listed on Amazon and it has good reviews like this one here, then you can consider the royalty share option because it's probably getting sales, and as more reviews come in, the sales will only increase. But if it has no reviews on the book and it isn't listed like this one here, then it might be better to get paid by the hour because you have no idea if that book will sell or not. And some of the books might only offer the royalty share payment structure. In any case, if you do take a royalty payment structure, make sure it has reviews already, which is a sign that it has been selling well, or else you might end up making zero to very little money. And lastly, the royalty share plus option just means that you'll get paid per finished working hour and get royalties as well. You probably get a lower pay per hour though, since you're also getting royalties. This could be a good option, but you just have to see what makes the most sense for you with your specific numbers. Now let's put it all together step by step and go over the 8 steps you need to take before getting paid. Step 1 is creating a profile. This is just a basic requirement for you to be able to do this and get paid. Step 2 is uploading multiple samples of your narrating voice. You want to upload as many samples as you can with different tones. If you can do different accents, do that. If you can sound younger, older, like a child, whatever it might be, upload all the different samples to your profile. This will help you get paid faster since the versatility in your voice will open up more opportunities for you with different authors. Step 3 is choosing how you want to get paid from 3 options which we talked about earlier. Step 4 is auditioning for books that fit your style. So once you find books you are interested in, you can send in your samples and audition for that book. Step 5 is to accept the offer and start recording, which is step 6. It is recommended by them to review your recordings every 15 minutes to make sure there are no background noises or mistakes. You don't want to get through the whole book only to find noises in the background. Step 7, which is optional, is to work with other narrators and professionals. You can hire them as independent contractors to do some of the voice acting for you, and for that you can share a portion of your payment with them. You might even consider hiring people to do all of the voice acting for you and then give them a cut. That could be a good business where you mainly act as a middleman, but that would be after you get some experience. I don't recommend doing that right away. Anyways, step 8 is to finish the job. So once you finish recording, you'll upload and submit it for review. Their automated system will pick up any extra background noise that makes the audio bad or unacceptable. So to make sure the process goes smoothly, review the requirements here to see what is acceptable in the final audio. And finally, the last step is to get paid. You can come back, of course, to make more money with other books. The link will be in the description to the website. It's not an affiliate or referral link, so I'm not making any money from it. It just makes it easier for you guys to go to the website. Now, if you want to earn even more money, I highly recommend watching this video next, where I show you how to earn $15 per song just by listening to music from home. Finally, I truly appreciate every single one of you watching. Your support means a lot to me, and remember that you can accomplish anything you put your mind to. Be patient because impatience does not command success. Just keep going and you'll eventually get what you want and create a reality that you love. Good luck and have an incredible day.